People who say best things in life are free have never tried cocaine.
The one that got away. Well, what if he's a rapist? Doesn't sound so romantic coming from a rapist. Patience is a virtue. Patience isn't always a virtue. For instance, when you're on fire, waiting is something I would not recommend. I would also not recommend, let's get to the bottom of this, to anybody who's drowning. And here's a phrase I never want to hear. Hurry up, you dropped the soap. You are what you eat. That's only true if you're a cannibal. Here's another dumbass thing people say. You hear this shit in retail places all the time. People come up to you and say, can I ask you a question? Then what the fuck was that? You should always start with, can I ask you another question? Now that would make sense. People say this one all the time. They say, I'll see you later. How do you know? What if I'm an old fuck? How old do you have to be before people stop saying, I'll see you later? In emergency situations, you'll often hear, women and children first. Fuck that. Women should only go first, because they could always make more children. Takes one to know one. No. What if they're conjoined twins? Then it takes two to know one. Here's another fucking stupid thing people say. Lost my shit. They'll say, oh man, when I heard that, I really lost my shit. Well, where did you last have it? Should we file a police report? Put up missing posters? Lost! One shit! You know, the other day I heard a friend of mine say he was taking a shit. Perhaps he took yours. You snooze, you lose. Well, what if while you snooze, they go out and get fucked by grizzly bears? That sure sounds like winning to me. Cut and dry. They'll say, it's really cut and dry. Cocaine might be cut and dry. Circumcisions are not cut and dry. Even if it's a short one. Here's another stupid one. You're talking to somebody and out of nowhere they say, see what I'm saying? No, write it down. They say, let bygones be bygones. I say, let bygones be whatever they want. They're old enough to decide for themselves. They say, you never know what you've got until it's gone. Well, my doctor always seems to know what I have, and I never want it back. They say sharing is caring. Not if you're at an AIDS clinic. Does that sound good on your end? Yeah. You sound good at my end. And stop trying to romanticize everything. You don't want to die alone, do you? What are you, a fucking suicide bomber? And here's a word that never made sense to me. Contraception. Reception. Reception. What the hell is going on here? Was that always there? The answer to that question is always no. It doesn't have to exist. They say don't spend it all in one place. Well, what exactly do you mean? The Earth rotates at 1,000 miles an hour, so even if you're in the same room, you're certainly not at the same place. So the least you could do is say a specific time in which not to spend it all. That's not to mention we're going around the sun at 67,000 miles an hour.